En este caso vamos a hablar del corredor de carga ultrarrápida en el sur de Europa. Vamos a hablar sobre el proyecto EVIA Flexi-E. Va a ser dirigida esta ponencia por Federico Caleno y bueno, yo sin más les dejo con él porque lo más importante es escucharle a él si funciona todo.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm very pleased to be here. Thanks a lot for the organizer to invite us and to Phoenix Contact to invite us in this very interesting summit. My presentation is a little bit broad because I would like to cover all the activity we are doing in all the country where we are operating in order to deploy EV recharging infrastructure, including the high power charger network. So just a few words about NLX. NLX is a company created last year in the NL Group. NL is the leader, the private leader in the utility market. We are managing more or less 70 million customers connected to our grid worldwide. We are the first private operator for renewable, mainly in US. And we are optimizing our thermal generation capacity in order to make more efficient the production of energy. And we are growing a lot in renewable. And with NLX, we are merging all the value-added activities in order to be more focused on the development of this activity. In NLX, we cover mainly the new services related to smart city and to the municipality, where the customer is the municipality. We are addressing all the demand-side management activity, demand response activity with the industry. We are addressing all the energy efficiency to home for the final customer. And we have a specific area for the mobility because NL is trust a lot in the mobility development. And the reason why we are investing a lot in mobility since 2008 is because we are convinced that also if Italy is now not the leading country for e-mobility, the market development is pushing a lot for e-mobility. E-mobility will become really reality very soon. One of the drivers that convinced us in investing in mobility is the decreasing of battery cost. That is similar to the decrease cost that we faced for the renewable plant in the past years. So with the current decreasing of the cost of the storage, now we expect to have parity cost of internal combustion cars and electric cars by 2024, so very soon. The other reason why we are investing a lot in mobility is due to the increase of renewable in our grid. This means that we need to manage in a different way the grid. We need to increase flexibility in the grid, and we can increase flexibility in the grid, both investing in smart grid project, but also investing in making flexible the load. So the concept of active demand is very crucial to increase the hosting capacity of renewable. So due to this increase of renewable in the market and also in Italy, e-mobility is one of the topics to increase flexibility. So what we will see regarding our investment in mobility is focused on managing in a proper way all the recharging process in order to increase flexibility in the grid. And this is the reason why the confirmation that e-mobility will come soon reality, because all the estimation for the market deployment of e-mobility are very interesting. And our goal is to enable this deployment of this development of e-mobility and decreasing the total cost of ownership for the customer, giving flexibility to the grid and giving the opportunity to the customer to charge every time, everywhere. The point of the total cost of ownership is very important because with this opportunity related to e-mobility, we can develop new services, giving to the customer the possibility to be remunerated when the car is connected to the grid. And we will see how. Okay. This is the overall picture of all the product that we have developed and we are installing in all the countries. So we are already working in Italy. We will start working very soon in Spain and in Romania, and next year in Latin America. So we have developed all the charging infrastructure that fits with the customer needs. The idea, we are fully in line with the unity with Jorge when say that the customer should not change the behavior, but we think that this behavior should be limited for long range, for the highways. But we have the opportunity to give to the customer the possibility to charge the car when he start doing something different. So the idea is that when he start shopping activity, he can charge the car at the shopping mall or in the street during the night or at home. So we have developed a complete portfolio of product in order to fit the different needs for the customer. And we see in detail our solution. So our solution is not only provided, and it's not only related to charging infrastructure, to charging station, but the real core of the infrastructure is the platform. The platform that we have in operation since 2010 and operates remotely all the charging stations we are installed. More or less in Italy, we have 5,000 charging stations installed till now. We will see the plan. But this is the key component of the platform that we are deploying, because give us the possibility not only to provide services to the customer, but also to enable interoperability, to work with other players, to enable the possibility to other charging point operators to use the same technology. So we see the EVSA backend, that is the part of the platform that is operating the charging infrastructure. And we see the aggregation platform, that is the part of the platform that is focused on enabling new services. The idea is that 1,000 of battery connected to the grid can be aggregated in order to provide services to the energy market. And this is a very important opportunity to give to the final customer the opportunity to be remunerated. So this is due to the fact that the energy needs this flexibility, we can make available this availability of battery properly managed to the energy system. And this is a very important way to develop the energy to e-mobility in the market. We see the complete portfolio, so we can see the new wall box that we have developed. The wall box is for the residential recharge at home, starting from 3 kilowatt single phase to 22 kilowatt three phase. We have the charging point, the juice pole. What we call juice pole is the charging point 22 kilowatt AC. We see the fast recharge, so the 50 kilowatt DC multi-standard. We see the bidirectional charger, so the V2G charger that we developed in order to test this possibility to use the bidirectionality in order to provide due service to the grid to allow the customer to be remunerated. And we are also developing a new high-power charger from 100 to 150 kilowatt, and a new high-power charger 350 kilowatt. Then we have some product, what we call juice roll, is the product we have developed in order to manage the Moto E events. So we are developing this charger with storage integrated mobile storage in order to use it during the Moto E event next year. And for the smart city, we have developed also the Juice lamp. So there is the public lighting pole with integrated two wall box that we are using, we are testing in new public lighting tenders in the municipality. So this is the overall portfolio we have developed in order to fit all the different needs for the customer. But as I said, Thank you. As I said, all these products are connected to the platform. The platform is a cloud platform that is used today to manage all this infrastructure. And with this infrastructure, with this platform, we are implementing multi-mobility service provider services, so we can accept different mobility service provider using our network. We can manage different tariff. We can control in real time all the charging station. We can upload the new software release to the charging station. We collect all the metering data from the charging station in order to have all the data that are necessary to bill the customer that recharge the car. So this is a very important point, and this is related also to the fact that our infrastructure is not dedicated to Enel. So we started in 2008 having in mind to deploy an infrastructure made available to all the market. With a new directive from EU Parliament, we decided to have a different model of application, but maintaining this possibility for different mobility service provider to use our platform in providing services to the customer. So the idea is not to oblige a customer to sign a contract with Enel, but the customer can choose a different mobility service provider using the same platform. Not only Enel, but also all the players that are implementing interoperability with our platform. This is having this platform. These are the main services that we are testing using the aggregation part of the platform. So we are considering demand response services, frequency regulation services, aggregating the contribution of different cars, different battery connected to the grid. But also in case of fleets, the algorithm that we implement in this module of the platform can optimize the connection to the grid in order to minimize the cost for the customer. So it's not necessary to have 22 kilowatt per the number of cars connected in order to provide the recharging services for a fleet. And this is in operation, and we are testing different services using this platform. Having this platform, we can give to the customer different different interfaces to start the charging process. Not only RFID card, but also app that manage control the location of the charging station, control the status of the charging station, give to the possibility to book the charger and to start the charging process. But what is important is having this platform, every mobility service provider can define its own app to use the infrastructure. So this is the solution we have deployed in order to have the plan in the different countries. Now we are talking about the public infrastructure deployment, and we are addressing public infrastructure deployment, addressing cities, and so installing a charging station in public areas or in private areas, but with access to the public. So we have two different approaches and two different strategies in order to deploy this public infrastructure in Italy now, and we started in Italy in the beginning of this year. At the next year, we will start also in Spain and Romania. And this is the model that we are implementing. So we have, in compliance with the European directive, we have different role of the player that can be involved in this deployment. Are all interesting for us. So we are for sure the technology provider of the solution. There is the asset owner that own the charger. There is the charging point operator that is the player that operates the charging point in order to make available it to the different mobility service provider and to ensure the reliability of the solution. And then there is the mobility service provider that is the player that sign a contract with the final customer. So having this model defined, the implementation of this model in the different countries is described in this slide, where in the country where we operate the grid, so Italy, Spain, and Romania in Europe, we act as a technology provider, asset owner, and charging point operator. And this is the way in which we manage all the assets we are deploying. But we make available the access to different mobility service providers to use this infrastructure. So we have defined a standard contract to engage the mobility service provider, and after the signature of this contract, the mobility service provider can use our infrastructure in order to sell services to the recharging services to the final customer. In the other country where we are not operating the grid, we are working in order to be the charging point operator, so operating the asset owned by other player in the market, and in case we can also play the mobility service provider role. Okay, and these are the figures of the Italian plan we launched November last year. We have the target to reach 2,500, 2,700 public chargers installed in Italy. 200 are fast recharge. These 200 are the 200 that we can install thanks to the first CEF project we launched in Italy, the EVA Plus project, and we are now reaching the goal of installing all the 180 chargers in Italy by the end of this year. The others, the additional 215, 2,500 are pole station, quick charging 22 kilowatt AC. And we are increasing the number of high power charger, of faster charger, high power charger, thanks to different projects we launched in Italy. So these are the targets. We are committed on this target. So our CEO gave us 300 million to install these chargers in Italy. Also, if Italy is not the leading market for AV, but because we would like to solve the chicken eggs problem. So in order to develop e-mobility in Italy, we decided to invest this money. But part of the investment is funded by European Commission. The first was the EVA Plus project. The other possibility we had to invest to increase the high power charger network in Italy is due to the agreement we signed this year with the Ionity. So Enel will be the partner of Ionity for the deployment of 20 high power chargers in Italy. Our goal is to install the first parking area with the high power charger by the end of this year, and installing the 19 by the end of next year. So we will sign this agreement with the Ionity. Ionity will play the role of charging point operator. Enel can play the role of a mobility service provider. And we are very happy to be partner of Ionity for this deployment in Italy. But the rest of the fast recharge infrastructure is also installed thanks to other funded projects we started, and the main is the Via Flexe project. So thanks to this project, we had the opportunity to install 8 additional high power charger sites in Italy. And in this case, we are selecting now the technology. So we are leveraging on the experience with Ionity, but also we are all looking at different solutions available in the market. The goal is to have a full coverage of Italy. Our plan is to have 100 high power charger areas across Italy. With this Via Flexe project, we have also the opportunity. We work also with Spain, and in Spain we will install 4 high power charger sites. The goal of this project is to make a study in order to understand the implication of the installation of these new chargers, and also the impact on the grid. That is a very in Italy, we have a slightly different grid from Germany. So our goal making available 1.5 megawatt in each area is not so easy. So we are considering this project useful in order to analyze the impact on the grid, to define solution that we can use in this deployment. Then there is the Central European Ultracharging project, where we can install additional 38 high-power charger. This is a very huge project, and we are funding also quick charging and fast 50 kilowatt charging station. But in this project, we are including also 38 high-power charger. And the last news that we received a few days ago is related to the Ambra project. That is very, very important project because is the project for installing a high-power charger in Italy and in the east part of Europe. And this, so we have we can say that most of the fast recharging infrastructure in Italy is thanks to the support of Mr. Morsi in the European Commission. But this is thanks to this project, we have the possibility to start installing a high-power charger from the Unity project. We can install by 2022 all the network we need. We consider the minimum number of solutions accessible for the customer. Thank you.
Bueno, tenemos tiempo para un par de preguntas, si queréis. ¿Alguna pregunta? La verdad es que casi ni os veo. ¿Con estas luces? ¿Nada? Bueno, pues despedimos con un fuerte aplauso a Mr. Caleno.